put here.
All right, Shalom. For the first, we'll give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash Bakathum. The honor to the apostle and elder great millstone, and to what I came across the globe, pushing the word in truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. So I die now from the Great Millstone Camp in Chicago with a quick hit. Just strong through social media, man. And I came across this snippet, and we're gonna listen to it, and we're gonna get some scriptures because I believe it's edifying.
And no one is going to arrest Putin. If needs be, we'll go and fetch Putin from the airport to his meeting. He will finish all his meetings. We'll take him back to the airport. We're not going to be told by these hypocrites of the International Criminal Court who know the real violators of human rights, who know the murderers of this world. That former Prime Minister of Tony Blair admitted that they made a horrible mistake when it comes to Saddam Hussein. They've not been charged today. Bush is still there. They've not been charged till to date. And then Obama killed Gaddafi. And then nothing has happened. We're here today with Libya being destroyed and unable to recover because of America. We know very well that where NATO gets involved, those are terrorists. We know very well where the US says we're going in to install peace. That place will never know peace as long as America has visited that place. So we don't want ICC's hypocrisy to apply here in our country. Putin is welcome.
All right, so he said a mouthful, man. First of all, we know that America, all right, is the head of NATO. Really, is Esau Edom. And you can just look at the track record of NATO, wherever they've gone. They've the places where they've gone have been in worse situations and worse a predicament than it was prior, because they go in under the guise of diplomacy, under the guise of democracy, under the guise of Christianity, but they come in to install their westernized ideology amongst the people. And with that, they come in and they extract resources from the land, and they set up garrisons or bases within them, within their borders. All right, and what comes with America or NATO inside your in your land? You got to accept, or they try to push upon you to accept homosexuality, pedophilia, murder. All right, now don't get me wrong. Some of these, these other countries have their own problems. All right, but that's like somebody coming to your house and telling you, "Hey, I don't like how you're raising your kids. I don't like how you're treating your wife." Well, that's none of your business. All right, and he said that America are the murderers, man. See, they come in under the guise of peace, but there is no peace. All right, it's nothing but turmoil, confusion, all right, and deceit when you're dealing with Esau Edom and NATO, man. All right, because they're part of the beast. You see? And America uses NATO as their military gang. All right. So when they give their marching orders, they're to implement and to carry out the objective, which is whatever the narrative they want you to believe. All right. Whatever narrative they want you to believe is going to be opposite. Okay. Whatever Esau Edom tells you, whatever NATO goes in there and tells you, believe is something that's totally opposite of what they're saying that they're trying to do. All right. You heard him mention the assassination, the murder of Saddam Hussein by George Bush. Well, it was proven, undoubtedly, unequivocally, indubiously proven that Saddam Hussein did not have weapons of mass destruction. You heard him mention Muammar Gaddafi. All right, what they don't tell you is that Muammar Gaddafi, the nation of the country of Libya, they have free healthcare, free education. You see, and he did more for his people, his country, than any one president has ever done combined has ever done for the United States of America, man. All right, we don't have free healthcare, we don't have free education. All right. And those are two things that are totally neglected in American society. You see, it costs you a couple $100 to just get in a goddamn ambulance, man. $85 for a Band-Aid, so to speak. You see, here you are. You go to school for 12 years, K through 12 or 1 through 12, whatever however you do it, and you come out and you learn nothing. You see, then you go another 4 years to college, all right, where your children are introduced into a wide range of, they're exposed to a wide range of a wide range of things, such as alcoholism and drugs and whatever things are not or whatever things are detriment to people. All right, you go to college and you're there you're away from your parents. You're there with a bunch of thousands of kids from all across the world with different views and different ideas and different upbringings, and they're introduced to a wide range of cultures. All right, that they're not accustomed to. And they tend to act like the people around them. You see, and then you go and you take a course and you major in something and you come out with a degree and realize that the degree that you have, all right, there's no need for it, so to speak. All right, a lot of people have degrees and they're doing jobs where they don't have a degree in. And then they're faced with a college debt. All right, and these are all the way of life, so to speak, here in America, man. That's why nobody wants your democracy. Nobody wants your Christianity. Nobody wants your so-called peace. All right, with your peace comes subjection. All right, with your peace comes servitude. All right. So I've been talking long enough. Let's get some of these scriptures. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Start at 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right. Esau is his soul, referring to Esau Edom. All right, it's not upright. It's not upright. Hey, look at that word. I never looked that word up. Let's look that up. Upright. Be right, be straight, be level, be upright, be just, be lawful. All right? So his soul, which is in him, It's not lawful. It's not just. All right. It's not to esteem, right? To be made level, be laid out smoothly. All right. So Esau's soul is not pleasing. Okay, it's not agreeable. If you look at some of the places he invaded, all right, before and after pictures of Libya, Iraq, all right, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and other places where they have totally dismantled not only the government but the whole landscape and structure of those lands. You can see that this man is truly the damn devil, man. All right. So behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but just shall live by faith. Yet also because he transgresses by wine, he's a proud man. All right. And you heard the gentleman speak about his peace. All right. Nobody wants Esau's peace. Esau's peace comes with bombs and poison and murder and death. You see? Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, which is the doctrine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. All right? Esau's always meddling in other people's affairs, man. Here you are, you get an argument with your wife, right, about something. Here come Esau trying to come in and act like he has a solution to your problem. And when he comes in, he not only does he make it worse, all right, the effect of it is perpetual. All right, it's from generation to generation. And countries are not able to recover once Esau has his grasp in your business, man. Yet also because he transgressed by wine, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. All right, he always wants more, man. All right, he said that he gonna be crawling upon his belly. All right, so upon that belly that shall go. When he paraphrasing in Genesis, that belly is talking about him feeding his desires and lusts, man. All right. You know, he desires your lithium, your gold, your drugs, your guns, your minerals, your resources, your fruit. All right, he wants you. All right. Says, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all peoples. All right. They call America the melting pot, but what he does, he goes around these other countries. All right, and he implements coups. He puts in place, he overthrows governments and puts in place puppet leaders, which he approves of. All right, you see, and have them to do his bidding. All right, you know, and you got these people coming in to America and trying to live the American dream and trying to get some of that the apple pie, the American pie. All right, that white picket fence. All right, 2-car garage. You see, but that's going to be his downfall, man. That he try to control everybody. Okay, let's let's get this. This is Daniel 8:25. It says, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. All right, what are his policies? Well, whatever he wants to make up. All right, let's get that Micah real quick. Micah. This is Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. All right. So Esau has caused the craft to prosper, man. All right, because he has the power to. All right. If he wants to take over your government, he knows exactly how to do it. You see? You know, if you have a natural, say like a freaking hurricane came and it just decimated, you know, your coastline and your business and stuff like that, and you're gonna need money to help to restore things. Well, he'll give you the money, but guess what you gotta give him? You gotta give him yourselves, you see? They cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that guy was talking about, man, how they come in and they're murderers, man. All right? They try to convert people to Christianity, like Christopher Columbus has done. That's why they send missionaries. Those missionaries are sent out everywhere to try to convert people to Christianity. You wonder how those tribal people in these remote islands, they got shirts, you know, of you know, they got Air Apostle shirts, American Eagle shirts, Nike shirts on. But those are through missionaries, man. They come there and they give them certain things, try to bribe them. They say a gift destroys the heart, right? So you got these people over there, and you know they're scantily dressed. No, I say scantily, traditionally dressed. All right, but Esau looks upon them as not as being uncivilized. So they go bring them shirts and shoes and certain things. Well, where then the people were living just well without it, man. You see, and that's how they oppress you, man. All right. Let's get this. Isaiah 57:20. It says, "But the wicked are like the troubled sea, when they cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt." All right, everywhere Esau goes, he leads a path of destruction, man. He leads a path of despair. He leads it off in a worse condition than it was before he came. There is no peace, save my power to the wicked, man. All right? So when he comes to some peace, hey, you better run, man. All right? There is no peace, save the Most High to the wicked, man. So you're not going to get no peace. You know, and whenever he's speaking peace, you're not going to have it, man. At the end of the day, you may not have no wars in your country, but guess what? All right? You're still in poverty. You still have no running water. You see? So with that, I want to say, Call Allah, Yabashing Al Shai, double honor to the Apostle and the Elder Great Millstone. Till next time, Shalom and a blah, blah, blah.